Welcome back. Corey Anderson here, and I have my sheet of paper out, and I have my life goals written out, and I'm going to read it to you because that's what I'm here to do, to inspire, to motivate, and to help change lives. So, my life goals as Corey Wayne Anderson: to inspire a generation, to be a leader, to be one of the greatest teachers in history, to be a light in the world, to educate individuals on the importance of health, intellectual stimulation, about the Spirit, which is the Christ within them, to change lives, and to leave the world a better place than which we came. Those are my life goals, and that's all I want to do. I'm not too worried about money. Yeah, money's a necessity. It's something that we need, to live, especially in this society, in this day and age. But the money will come. Money always comes to the person who works with a purpose. So that being said, I know I'm always taken care of. We are always being taken care of. Remember, we are surrounded by an eternal energy, an infinite energy, which is infinitely intelligent, infinitely capable of any possibilities, infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite love, everything. This universal intelligence, this energy that permeates the space between you and me, that fills the space between me and my graduation cup, that fills the space between me and this West Tech Penn, the college I graduated from, which I got my NASM certificate from, because it starts with your body. If you're not taking care of your body and you're not eating right, and you're not going for those bananas, and if you're not going for the walnuts, for your healthy fats, your body needs fats. Fats are the vitamins A, D, E, and K are the fat-soluble vitamins, and they travel along through your body with the help of fats. Fats do not make you fat. Excess calories do. Your body needs fats. We got eating our oatmeal in the morning, got our protein to help us. Our peanut butter, our brown rice, our white rice. We have all these things. We have our own. We got blueberries here, strawberries. We have our vegetables, our apples. Oh man, I'm dropping everything. Got my milk, my orange juice. So, you gotta get your vitamin C. You gotta have your vitamin C. Our bag of spinach right here, and yeah, that's essentially it for right now that I have. I should probably throw these away. So that you kind of got an idea of what I like to have in my fridge. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you expect to take care of others? If you can't lead yourself, how can you expect to lead others? If you don't know what it's like to go through it yourself, how do you expect to help others get through those barriers in their life? So with that being said, let's get started with Chapter 14. We're 21 years old. We just got our life started. And we're going to go somewhere. Me and you. And it starts with, it's not always about doing. Sometimes it's about sitting down and getting the right information. It starts with getting the right information and then applying it. Because knowledge brings wisdom, and wisdom is power. Knowledge is potential power. Because if you're not applying the knowledge you have, it's almost like you don't have it in the first place. And plus, if you're not applying it in the right direction and in the right way, you're going to make a mistake. Mistakes are good. Remember Edison. He failed 10,000 times at creating the light bulb, and he made it the 10,000th and one time. How many times do you think he felt like a failure? How many times do you think he fell on his face? But he got back up and he tried again, and he tried again and again and again. He created that wisdom. He had all the knowledge, but then he made those mistakes and he got back up and tried a different path. Maybe I'm going to try it this way. Maybe I'm going to try it that way. Hey, what if it works this way? I'm going to try it this way now to see how the results come. Because that's the only way that results could happen, is by the actions you take. And when you take the correct actions and you take the necessary steps, then it's going to take you to where eventually you want to go. Okay. That being said, don't give up. Chapter 14, in which the young man discovers the secrets of the rose garden. The two men walked through the garden in silence until the millionaire stopped in front of a rose bush laden with magnificent flowers. I must have smelled these roses thousands of times, and yet each time it's a different experience. Do you know why? Because I've learned to live in the here and now, and not dwell on the past or the future. It's a matter of mental concentration, focusing, contemplation, meditation. A great many words have been used to describe it. The more you concentrate on what you are doing, absorbed in the task or object or person in front of you, the more you live in the present. This focus, this concentration, is a key to success in all facets of life. Now, like I said, I don't know if you've been with me in the Master Key system, but he talks about thought. Everything is energy. We've all come and sprang forth from this universal energy, this intelligence. Your thoughts are a form of energy. Your words are a form of energy. Your actions are a form of energy. They call it first level of creation, which is your thoughts. Your second level of creation, which is your words, your thoughts expressed. Then your third level of creation, which is your actions, which are your thoughts and your words manifested into actions. And because the spirit moves the body, and the body moves the world. Only in actions can you make things happen in the material world. Moving this pen around, you have to take the action to make what it's making happen. You are a creator, and you are literally creating every experience that you have. It takes two to make a situation. We all exist within this material realm. This is a realm we all share and share our experiences with. But in our spiritual world, in our own world within our own individualized conceptions of ourselves, we are all different. We all have our personal universe. Our mind is our mind. Although it's in the same likeness and quality as all others, it is our own personal creation. We created ourselves to be what we desired to be. Okay. This focus, this concentration, is a key success in all facets of life. The better your concentration, the more quickly and efficiently you're able to work. You'll spot details that others overlook. Have all rich and successful people learned to pay attention to details? They have indeed. By increasing their own powers of concentration, you will be able to make wise observations. You will learn to judge accurately the people you meet. Your powers of concentration will enable you to discover at a glance who they really are. And you will become realistic in the truest sense of the word. You will see things as they are. Most people go through life constantly distracted like sleepwalkers. They don't really see things or see people they meet. They live as if in a dream. They are never in the present. Their mistakes and failures haunt them. Their minds are filled with fears of the future. I have a feeling that concentration, as you're describing it, is quite a difficult thing to achieve. It takes practice, and not everyone who tries it succeeds. But when your mind reaches a proper level of concentration, your ability to solve problems becomes formidable. You can leap over problems most people dwell on. Instead of wasting your nervous energies, biting your nails over your worries, you apply yourself to resolving them. Being over-anxious never solved anything. It simply provoked many a stomach ulcer and heart attack. As you develop your forces of concentration, the image you have of yourself will change. Each human being is an enigma. Unfortunately, many of us are enigmas not only to others, but to ourselves as well. This comes from a lack of concentration. The young man was listening attentively. Given concentration, you will understand why you've been placed where you are in the world, in this exact spot. This will appear clearer and clearer to you, more and more obvious. Your mind will be penetrated by very calming, reassuring thoughts, and you'll find yourself realizing, as if waking up after a long, deep sleep, "Ah, that's who I am." That's why I'm here in this present, in this moment. That's why I'm that's why I'm with this person. That's why I'm doing what I am doing. You'll experience what could be called a feeling of destiny. You'll understand your destiny, and a feeling of acceptance will come into play. That doesn't mean you resign yourself to fate. It means you will see with clear-sighted vision the position you are in right now. You'll accept it, and you'll recognize it as your personal starting point. This will guide your career and allow you to take the reins of your destiny firmly in your hands. The millionaire took a moment to bend down and inhale the perfume of the rose. The rose is a symbol of life. The thorns represent the road of experience, the trials and tribulations each one of us must undergo to understand the true beauty of existence. He pulled a pair of pruning shears out of his pocket, snipped a rose, and offered it to his young companion. "Keep this rose with you," he said. "It will act like a talisman and bring you good luck. Lady Luck exists. Trust in her. Caress her with your thoughts. Ask her for what you want, and she will respond." And who is this her that he is talking about? It is the universal energy, which all things manifested from, and all things have been created from. Every word you speak, he, she, life, is hearing, is responding to you. Every thought you think, life understands. Every action you permit, life gives you the results. It gives you exactly what you put in and brings you back when you get out, what you get out. It is the Father that Jesus would talk about. I and my Father are one. Not to change the subject, but we are all one with God. We are all one with the universe. He was a man. We're all people. He says it himself, there's nothing that we can't do that he's doing. There's nothing he is doing that we can't do. We could do anything. We have a mind too. We have a body too. We have a spirit too. We are the lights of the world. You and me. And together, we can make a difference. Ask God for help. Ask the universe for help. For this mind is intelligence and knows all. For it moves all within itself, knows all within itself, and it also holds all things in their places. Put your trust in a power that is greater than your own. Remember, you are only an embodiment of it. We are limited to the extent of this body, but we are unlimited to the extent of our connection with the universal self, our higher selves, if you prefer. He pulled a pair of pruning shears out of his pocket, snipped a rose, and offered it to his young companion. "Keep this rose with you," he said. "It will act like a talisman and bring you good luck. Lady Luck exists. Trust in her. Caress her with your thoughts. Ask her for what you want, and she will respond. All successful people believe in luck, in one form or another. With this simple rose, you are an initiate. You belong to the order of the rose. Each time you feel the need, find this rose. It will give you strength, and each time you have doubts about yourself, each time life seems too difficult to bear, come back to this symbolic rose and remember what it represents. Each ordeal, each problem, each mistake will one day be transformed into a magnificent petal. Each day sets aside some time to concentrate on the heart of the rose. Repeat calmly to yourself, 'Be still and know that I am God.' Contemplate the rose for longer and longer periods of time while repeating this. When you are able to do it for 20 minutes, your concentration will be much improved. When your heart becomes like a rose, your life will be transformed." The young man breathed in the delicate scent of the rose. "Let me repeat what I have said, so you are sure to remember. When your mind has become strong and self-assured through concentration exercises, you will come to realize that life's problems no longer have any hold over you. You will understand that things are only as important as the mind believes them to be. A problem is a problem only if you make it a problem. It can also be a solution if you turn and look at the solution. The stronger your mind is, the more insignificant your problems appear. This is the source of inner peace, so concentrate. This is one of the greatest keys to success. And what is the greatest way to achieving self-mastery? Meditation. Meditation helps you to gain mastery and control over your physical being, to gain mastery and control over your mind, and also to give you mastery and control over your concentration. All of life is an exercise in strengthening the mind. The soul is immortal. We pass from life to life, and the mind slowly discovers itself and develops. This apprenticeship is generally a long one, and people who have no more than modest success in reaching their goals have yet to achieve high levels of concentration. Perhaps not all successful people have made it to a point to practice specific concentration exercises, but over the course of many lives on earth they have achieved a level of concentration that allowed them to exceed much more easily than others. When your mind reaches its highest levels of concentration, you will enter an extraordinary state where dreams and reality coincide. The millionaire and the young man began walking back to the house. The sky became dark and cloudy, casting shadows over the mansion. When they entered the dining room, the old man lit a candelabra. Then he went to the window, pulled the curtain back, and glanced up towards the sky. Always remember that at a certain height there are no clouds. If there are clouds in your life, it's because your soul hasn't soared high enough. Many people make the mistake of fighting against their problems. What you must do is raise yourself above those problems once and for all. The heart of the rose will lead you above the clouds, where the sky is forever clear. Don't waste your time chasing the clouds. They will unceasingly reappear. The millionaire and the young man sat down at the dinner table. The butler arrived, bringing bread and wine. "I've been wondering about something for quite a while," the young man said. "I do think everything you've been saying is true, and I now believe that if I apply the formulas you've given me, I can become a millionaire quickly and even attain peace of mind. But I still wonder about the field in which I'll be able to make a fortune." His concern apparently amused the millionaire. "You must put your trust in life and in the power of your mind," he said. "Don't worry. First set your goal, then ask your deep unconscious to steer you toward the upward path that will lead you to riches. Start by asking, then wait. The answer won't be long in coming." You want to know what's funny? I asked how I could make a difference. And I don't know if you believe in signs or not, but there's always a person, a place, or a thing that gives you the answer to your question. And these videos came from me asking how I could inspire people that I may never even meet, because I'm inspiring people where I work. I'm a trainer, I'm a fitness trainer, I motivate them, I help them get past their mental barriers. I'm helping them to achieve not only the physique that they've always wanted, but the internal health and cleanliness that they've been wanting forever. I want to show you something. I don't know if you could really see it, but we've been on our fitness journey for the last 11 months, and if you have an Instagram and you're ever looking for motivation, follow my inspirational page. Here, I'll write it down right here. It's called Self-Mastery. Mastery A94. I don't know if you can see it, but it's self-mastery _mastery A.94. So if you're ever looking for inspiration, feel free to follow me on Instagram if you have one. And for those of you watching this video, for that one person that I know is watching this video, because together we're growing together. You're watching this with me here and now, and these videos that we are making is essentially for me and you at this moment. It is for everyone else too when they find it, but as of right now, it's for me and you. And feel free to follow me, because as of right now, until everyone else sees this video too, you're the only person who knows that that is me. Okay, so let's continue. The young man was disappointed. He wanted something a little more specific. The millionaire winced in sympathy and quickly added, "You must find work that is satisfying to your heart. Think about it. All the elements of the occupation that will please you are already within you. You simply don't recognize them because you aren't yet in tune with your true nature. As you continue to concentrate, to meditate more and more, you will connect with your true essence, the very answer, and every answer you will need will be revealed to you. And best of all, you will discover what most people desperately seek all their lives and never find, the mysterious purpose of your existence on earth. And you will understand it not only with your head, but also with your heart. You have everything to gain from concentrating on the heart of the rose. There you will find the be-all and in-all of your existence. In time, you will realize this." He stopped for a moment and took a tiny sip of wine, delicately savoring it. His eyes were closed in a kind of religious reverence. "I know I would like to start a business of some kind," said the young man, "but where would I get the money to start? I haven't got a dime. Like I always wanted to. Like I said, I want to be one of the greatest teachers that ever lived. I don't have much money. I know the struggle, and like I said, I just started with my career, and we're building from the bottom. But YouTube, I'm creating my YouTube channel, and that is free. You don't need money to start something. You don't need any of that to start something. All you need is the desire to make it happen for yourself, and also for others." Oh yeah. There is no better time than now that we live in. Use the internet for your for your advantage. How much would you need? I don't know. At least 25 grand. That's how much you needed to start. You should be able to find it. Look around a little. What possibilities can you think of? I can't think of any. I don't know of any bank that would give me a loan. I have no collateral. I have very little left over from my salary, at the end of the month, and I don't own anything except my car, which isn't worth anything. No, I got the hiccups. Can't you at least think of something to try? Somewhere to begin? Not really. That's a mistake you should never repeat. Don't be like so many people who give up before they even try. That's the best way to never do anything and never succeeding at anything. And don't fall into the same trap as those who take action but are inwardly convinced that they won't succeed. Bring your thoughts and actions into harmony. Be in harmony with yourself. I'm willing, all right, but I just don't see any possibilities. You must start out firmly convinced that the solution exists, the ideal solution to your problem. The power of your mind and the magic of your objective will invariably attract the solution to you in ways you don't even suspect exist. Be inwardly convinced that you will succeed, and you will. Don't leave room for doubt. Don't leave room for doubt. Banish it with all the strength your mind can muster. Doubt and optimism are in constant conflict. Struggle staunchly against doubt, for doubt, like all thoughts, tend to materialize in your life. If you are firmly convinced that you will get your loan, you will. In your present circumstances, what would you do to reach your goal? That is, to get a loan. I don't really know. If you had only a short time, let's say an hour, to get $25,000 to set up your own business, What would you do? I have no idea. Standing before you is a millionaire who has just encouraged you, given you the secrets of his success, and you don't know what to do? Not one thing comes to your mind to get this money? It suddenly dawned on the young man. Perhaps all he needed to do was ask the millionaire for the money. He hesitated a moment, then took a deep breath. Would you lend me the $25,000 I need? There you go. Now wasn't that easy? All you had to do was ask. People seldom dare to ask. You must dare to make a request. The millionaire pulled out the $25,000 he kept as pocket money. He cast a nostalgic glance at the thick pile of cash and then handed it over to the young man, who accepted it. Tremulous with emotion, he had never held such a vast sum of money in his life. There is absolutely no reason why acquiring money in the future should be any more difficult for you than it has been for me, said the old man. It's unfortunate that it's so commonly believed that money is hard to come by, and that you have to work hard to get it. In fact, the value of work is to strengthen the fiber of your mind. When you have earned a lot of money, and I assure you it won't be long in coming if you apply the secrets I've taught you, you will realize that what counts in your mental attitude, the power of your desire, and being able to channel that power by means of a specific monetary objective. Don't forget that outside circumstances always end up reflecting the state of your mind and the nature of your innermost convictions. The young man was so overcome with joy at having $25,000 in his hands that he wasn't fully listening to the millionaire's words of advice. Remember, young man, when you need money, if you are positive you can get it easily and quickly, you will. And as soon as doubts begin to invade your mind, think back to the $25,000 you've just obtained. All you need to do is ask. And if you are convinced that you will get what you ask for at the very moment you ask, if you act as if it is already yours, you will get it. When you do have doubts, apply some self-suggestion. Then turn your words into commands. When your mind has become powerful enough, each suggestion will become a royal decree. Each suggestion will become a royal decree. Your words in reality will become one, and the time it takes for your commands to materialize will become briefer and briefer, and finally instantaneous. And you must never forget to consider the good of others at all times, so that the power of your words doesn't turn against you. He paused again. This money, he went on, pointing to the thick wad of bills, well, I'm not lending it to you. He hesitated a second, and seemed amused by the young man's startled reactions. I'm not lending it to you. I'm giving it to you. By my doing so, everything will have come full circle. It was given to me by my mentor to start out in my business. Don't use it for any other reason. And don't imitate the man in the Bible who buried his coins instead of letting them work for him. Don't let fear be your guide. Fear is your worst enemy, for it is the cloud that hides the sun, and you are the sun, so let your light shine. Don't let fear be your guide. Fear is your worst enemy, the brother of doubt, and you must conquer it. Be fearless and bold. Anyone who, under the pretext of caution or rationality, buries the money he has received is not worthy of it, and it's highly unlikely that he will get more. Money must flow freely to be able to multiply. The more you give, the more you will get. The money I'm giving you, however, at heart alone, the millionaire continued. One day you, in turn, must give it to someone else. Many years from now, you will meet someone in the same situation you are in now. You'll recognize him intuitively. You must give him the equivalent of what this amount represents today. Then he, too, may start out with a substantial amount. Make sure that by then it represents an insignificant amount to you, pocket money and no more. The young man was filled with gratitude. He agreed to the terms and thanked the old man warmly. There's one more thing that you must know. As he said this, it began to pour. The millionaire watched the rain with a somber expression. All the signs are coming to pass," he muttered to himself. Then he addressed the young man again. "As I said, there's one more thing you need to know. The secrets I have passed on to you are effective for reaching all the goals of life you will set for yourself. The reason I amassed such a colossal fortune is not that money interested me so much. It was a way to show men and women of a little faith the power of the mind. It was a way to show men and women of little faith the power of the mind. Our greatest possession is freedom, and wealth can give you freedom. It'll be good for you to know this freedom. With it, you will see many an illusion vanish. You will also understand the true freedom is found in detachment. Only he who leaves with empty hands will be able to tend to eternal roses. Achieving this freedom was the goal of my entire existence. Despite what others thought, I have never been anything other than a humble gardener." "Why have you told me all these things?" the young man asked. "Why have you given me this money? You certainly didn't owe me anything." "Why have you given me this money? You certainly didn't owe me anything. It could easily been as somebody else who have come to see you, but that's just it. No one else came. Your desire led you to me. This is what happens in life. Hasn't it been said that once the disciple is ready, the master appears?" The millionaire smiled. His somber and distant expression disappeared. He looked at the young man affectionately. "The soul is eternal, and each soul travels from one life to another surrounded by companions, each helping another to fulfill his destiny. The encounters we have during our lifetime are never the result of coincidence." The millionaire approached him regally. His face almost seemed to glow with the light of his own. He lightly touched the young man in the forehead with his right index finger and said, "Discover who you really are. The truth will forever set you free." Outside, the storm subsided as quickly as it had begun, and the sun burst forth brightly again. The old man picked up the candelabra and carried it away without saying another word. The young man found himself alone, his head teeming with thoughts, holding the money the millionaire had given him. Now that is the end of chapter 14, in which the young man discovers the secrets of the rose garden. If you made it to the end of this video with me, I want to thank you, and I want to applaud you, and we're here to do great things. We're here to leave this world a better place than which we came. All it takes is one person to make the difference, to start the trend. All it takes is one voice, because one voice is enough to make sleeping giants wake up. It's a song. It's by a 1,000-Foot Crutch. It's called This Untraveled Road, because I've never seen anyone do anything like this before, and I'm more than happy to be the one that gets it going. With that being said, thank you, and like I said, this is the last book I'm going to read on this channel. The only other books I'm going to be reading is The Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell. I'm going to be uploading a video every Sunday, because we're supposed to stay on each part every single week throughout the whole week, reading it, studying it, learning it, and applying it. And we've been slowly applying it in our lives. We've been slowly discovering ourselves and who we really are. And in turn, it's been helping us to help others. Because like I said before, you cannot help anyone until you can help yourself. With that being said, I'll see you when I see you.